All right, so today is Monday, I believe, or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, right? I think today's Tuesday. I did go to the police station. All right, so after the trespasser came onto my property, I thought more about it, and I think it's definitely wise of me to go ahead and file a police report. So I am literally in front of the police station. I just need to figure out where I'm supposed to park. I drove the truck with valid inspection stickers.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you too.
Hey, would I be able to file a police report for a trespasser?
Sure. Yeah. Where did this happen at?
Antietam Road, 333 Antietam Road.
This Township, and that's covered by state.
State police.
Yes.
So I call the state police and just request an officer?
Yes.
Okay, and they'll come out to me because it's not like I'll go to their location.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
And they might be able to take the report over the phone.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Have a good
Bye-bye.
day.
You too. Okay, well, even though that my property is in Temple, we are kind of in that gray area where we're not really in the hustle bustle of things. So state police covers our property. I'll have to call the state police and file a report there. We'll go get Andy's take on everything real quick and we'll let him know what the officer said since he was the one here recording.
Taking great headshots of them from you standing here with the world's most powerful camera.
Yeah, so they decided to call me instead of coming here and they just took the report over the phone.
Okay.
Essentially, you know, the guy was warned. It's almost like he knew that he had the ability to trespass once, do it again, then they can actually proceed even further. So
Okay.
This is not criminal. You can warn me.
I am warning you to get off the property.
basically wanted to get your side of the story for the video here.
All right.
So you were here, and here I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I mean, well, we're in a good spot for it. So I'm in the office, and I hear the dogs barking. So I come out here just to see what they're doing. They're looking this way. So I look, and right next to that shrubbery, like in between the sign and the shrubs, he's standing on the guardrail.
Is he up on top of the guardrail?
Now he's like leaning over it.
Okay.
So he's leaning over the guardrail with the camera. And I like double take it, and I go, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Not really." Which, like, what's the point of the attitude already? Like, so with this not being my property, I didn't know exactly what to do, so I just pretended to keep doing chores and walked over that way while I text you to tell you what was going on. And then you said, "We'll record him back." So I was like, all right, well, something felt weird about like just pulling a camera out and recording each other at the same time. So I went upstairs in the barn to get like a secret angle at him, just to try to zoom in on his face. And he was gone, but cars were slowing down going this way. So I was like, okay, something's telling me I need to go out back and see what's going on. So I come downstairs, I walk out the side door, and I pull my phone out and start recording just because I'm like, all right, well, he's got to be, like, something's going on. And that's when my video started, and you can see him with his camera up at the hotline over on that side.
Did you say anything before you started recording?
No.
So that was your first thing. Hey, this is private property.
Yep.
And then he says, "Are you recording?"
Yep.
You said, "Yeah." And then he
He
says,
says, "Oh, you're recording because you're a pussy."
"Yeah."
And I was like, all right. I mean, I wasn't threatened at all by this kid, but like, I'm recording because I'm documenting it, and I wanted to get his response on camera and ask him some questions as far as what his intentions were.
Right.
And then my camera work was crappy, so I was focused on his face with my eyes, not looking at where my camera was.
Right. Yeah.
But I asked him a series of questions. It was very hostile. He gave me this weird vibe. Like I don't know if you wanted it to be part of the video or not, but I got this pedophile vibe.
Well, because these are all your babies.
Like
these
aren't my babies, but they are in a sense. Like I love these guys like they're kids, and I just got this weird vibe of a guy at a park taking pictures of kids on swings, and like I don't know what his intentions were. He said he was making a gallery, not for profit, but for personal use. Like, but then his verbiage was weird with saying like, I got some great headshots. I got the most powerful camera in the world.
So I did tell the officer that I felt threatened by that particular statement
it
right
felt
there.
Like, it did kind of feel like a threat.
I feel like it was
actually,
a
after the fact.
kickback. Like he got caught, and next thing you know, he wanted to make you aware that he could do something if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So
you know, and the recording stopped abruptly because, and I should have kept recording, but and in hindsight, I should have, like, if I was wearing a shirt with a pocket, I could have put it in there and like subtly done recording. But like, I felt like while it was weird attitude here, it escalated once he saw I was recording. So I wanted to de-escalate the situation and get him off the property.
that's a smart move.
So I, ultimately just stopped recording, had one more time where I said, I'd like you to leave. And I did apologize, even though I had nothing to apologize for, but I felt like that might also help de-escalate. Like,
I would not have apologized.
Yeah.
I'll just let you know that right here.
because he said I was coming at him aggressive. I wasn't, but I said, look, I'm sorry if you felt I was being aggressive, but I thought that you being here was weird and the way you approached it was weird. I would like you to leave the property. And then he ultimately just walked towards his car and left. Now, I didn't get the plates on his car, but I do know generally what year car it is.
You don't say it
I won't
online.
say it, but what year car it is, what color, because
Okay.
I saw where he was parked. Initially I thought he walked here, but he parked down there, walked all the way up here, took pictures, and then walked back down after we had our initial confrontation.
Right. Well, there you go. That, amongst all of the other cars that come in here looking for meat animals, we're here to protect the animals. We're here to protect our family. And again, if you want to come visit and say hi to these guys and take pictures, we are okay with that. You just got to do it.
You got to approach it the right way.
Right.
Like, it was weird for me at first when I started coming here and like, if I was the only one here and people are showing up, it's not my property. I felt a little weird kicking people out and I didn't want to be the rude guy, but I still wanted them to leave.
How are you now?
I'm a lot more upfront about it.
Yeah.
Like this is a private residence. You need to pre-schedule something, email or call ahead of time.
Yeah.
And don't just show up. This isn't an open petting zoo.
Right.
So,
Well, there you have it. If anything happens from this point forward, at least we have it documented. And I do thank everybody online. I thank everybody online for, giving me the motivation to go to the station and file the report, because honestly, I was just going to do the video, but then I had the fear of what if.
Yeah.
And I can't live my life what if. You might as well document it so it's there and we know. So anyways, till the next one. And I tried to file a report, but it turns out the local police station doesn't service our area. I had to call the state police, and the state police took the police report over the phone. So that's kind of where we're at. It's documented, it's recorded, and we don't have to worry now. If he does it again, if he comes on the property again after he's been warned, then they're able to do something a little bit more. The chicks come to roost. Yeah, right. The chickens love to roost around my command center. I am tired of it. I have chicken crap on my screen. There's chicken poop on my monitor. Stupid. Now, it wasn't the Reading police, it was the Muhlenberg police, and then I had to use the state police to file the report. So, but yeah, at least it's recorded. We're all good there. I thought to myself, what if I didn't? What if I didn't? Lick it off my screen. Holly, you live local. You come lick it off. You can be my screen licker. Were you the short bus window licker? PA has stand your ground. Yes, PA has to stand your ground if you feel threatened for your life. That was not a life-threatening situation. If he pulled out a weapon, then you had every right to do what you wanted to do to protect yourself. But you would be charged with murder if you decided to shoot him on your property. There is no states in the United States of America that allow you to shoot somebody that just steps on your property. That's not allowed. If they come into your house, that's a different story. You have no ability to retreat at that point, and there are certain states that allow you to shoot somebody that enters into your house. I would be charged if I used rock salt or shells or any type of violence on him. I messed up on the Angel Watch. Let me fix it. I didn't know what day it was, Henny. I didn't know. Everyone else had to fix me. I'm going to go back and fix it. That's the good thing about streaming from the OBS. I can fix it. All right, it's all better. No, Debbie, you're not allowed to take somebody's camera. You're not allowed to touch them, create violence. It was a non-violent situation, even though he had some choice words to say. So we have to keep it, like I legally even have to keep myself at a certain point when it comes to talking about him. I cannot even, he could come after me if I say that he committed a crime or even alluded to the fact that he committed a crime. He could come after me. It happens all the time. So, and that's why I haven't like tried to look him up. That's why I haven't tried to dig. We talked about doxing before, and I'm not going to try to dox him because I could get in trouble for all that kind of stuff. So all I can do is make people aware of the situation. Andy was allowed to record, so we're able to post that. But I'm not allowed to tell people to find him, harass him, look for him. Not allowed to post his personal information, his driver's license, or, well, obviously not a driver's license, his license plate. I can't do any of that kind of stuff. So even if my animal's on camera, Debbie, yep, he's allowed to record. There's no expectation of privacy when somebody's taking pictures, especially since they are already visible from the road. He didn't come into the barn. That would be a little bit different, right? I couldn't stop a man from pointing a cannon at my backyard only 5 feet from my property. Right, Kim? Some pretty crazy stuff. We do know what kind of car. We do. Yes, they can get me for slander. We don't want that. I want to stay out of hot water. I do not want to be in jail. I don't want charges pressed against me. It's so crazy. So it's funny because there was this YouTuber the other day that he got arrested and his house was, they had a warrant for his house to come after all of his stuff, all of his cameras, his computer, everything. 8 months trial. What was this YouTuber doing? He was catching scammers. And essentially, he put a GPS air tag, like an air tag, inside of a box that the scammer took. And he used that to follow the guy. And it became 4 different charges. He got stalking, some illegal use of information for criminal, I don't know. So the guy was trying to do good. He was trying to expose somebody for doing something illegal. It turns out he got arrested. He had to pay an $800 to $100 fine, and he had to go through 8 months of court trials and tens of thousands of dollars in attorney fees because he was trying to. So therefore, I know I have to be careful. Absolutely. I stayed within my guidelines. I'm within my legal rights, and I'm not stepping over those boundaries. I did look everything up before I posted to protect myself.
Taking great headshots of them from you standing here with the world's most powerful camera.